All right, we're ready for the story time, and we're going to be reading Flight Lessons by Elenora Romaniello and illustrated by Caterina Giorgi. Look at that cute cover with the little bird. Okay, this is Flight Lessons. It was winter, and the bright snow was falling lightly on the trees. The forest was beginning to turn white, and Mother Robin started to build a nest for her little ones on a large pointed fir. The nest had a perfect circular shape, and Mother Robin was very pleased with her work. She created a warm, cozy place. With the arrival of spring, the snow began to melt, leaving room for fragrant flowers, and Mother Robin was ready to lay her eggs. After some time, the first egg began to open. Crack, crack. Here comes the first fledgling. Chip, 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 chirped the little bird. Father Robin immediately went to search for food, while Mother Robin patiently waited for the other eggs to hatch. Soon after, 3 beautiful birds peeped out of the small nest. The other animals of the forest had come to witness the event. Squirrels, hares, fawns, even the porcupine had come out of his den to meet the new arrivals.
Welcome!
The little animals shouted in chorus.
What are your names?
They asked happily.
Mother, Father, and Robin hadn't thought of names yet.
But after a while, they replied,
Lily, Louis, and Leo.
2 weeks passed, and the 3 little birds were ready to fly. Mother and Father Robin began to give their first lessons.
Chest out, beak up. Now spread your wings, bend your little legs, then leap and flap your wings up, down, up, down. See? Very easy.
Lily and Leo began practicing, and with courage. They leaped off the high branch where their nest was. They twirled and flew away as if they've always known how to fly. They twirled in the air, zigzagging among the trees and soaring above the firs to enjoy the fresh air and breathtaking view of the mountains. Then they swooped down and skimmed the clear streams of mountain water with their chests. Mother and Father Robin were enthusiastically admiring them from the nest, but suddenly they turned to Louise, who had remained stationary on the branch.
What's going on, my dear?
Asked Mother Robin.
I'm so scared. I can't do it,
whimpered poor Louise. Father Robin slowly approached and said,
You don't need to be afraid. It's natural for us to fly. Do you see your wings? They're made especially for this.
The little one tried to gather courage, took a run, spread his wings, and jumped down, closing his eyes. But alas, fear took over and Louise fell down, luckily landing on a pile of leaves at the base of the tree.
I will never try again,
shouted Louise, full of anger. Mother and Father Robin felt sorry for him and carried him back to the nest. As the days passed, the sun shone brightly in the sky, and it was time for the Robin family to leave. However, they could not depart until Louise overcame his fear. Mother Robin then approached him and said,
Your fear is stopping you from spreading your wings, but the world beyond the woods is beautiful. You have nothing to be afraid of. We are here for you.
After his first flight experience, little Louise had told himself that he would never try again. But he would have loved to see the high mountains beyond the trees and bathe in the streams just like his siblings. So he mustered up the courage and slowly walked up to the branch from which he had fallen the first time and began to think of all of the amazing things Lily and Leo had told him. As Louise attempted to focus on the instructions of his mother and father, the animals of the forest had gathered again to witness.
Come on, Louise, you can do it,
they cheered in chorus. Taking a deep breath, he opened his wings and made a giant leap from the branch. This time, he had to make it. He closed his eyes tightly, and when he opened them again, his wings had begun to move up and down, just like Father Robin taught him. Everybody began clapping and shouting with joy. Louise could not believe his eyes. The view beyond the nest was stunning. Lily and Leo flew toward him, and all three began playfully circling each other in the air, while Mother and Father Robin watched proudly. Now that he had finally overcome his fears, the Robin family was ready to leave the nest and fly towards new, fantastic adventures. Then, saying goodbye to their friends, they began their journey. The end. Wow, that was such an amazing story, right? The little bird was afraid to fly, even though that's something that's perfectly natural for him to do. I know sometimes I'm afraid to try new things like rollerblading or ice skating or maybe riding a bike. Have you ever been afraid of trying something, but then after you did it a couple times, you got the hang of it, and then you realized this isn't so hard after all. It just takes a little practice, right? That's awesome. You know what time it is. It's time to find out our co-creators. Show us co-creators in the app. Tell me, tap, tap, tap. Hello, smartphone, tell us today. Did all our friends have fun and play? I hear my friends, Max, Mark, Tom, Carla, and Ryan had fun today. Won't you join us another day? Thank you so much for tuning in to Reading with Rella B. Definitely make sure to like and subscribe to the channel below. If you're interested in purchasing the book, you can check it out in the description. I'll have the link. And if you would like to become a co-creator, you can check out RellaBBooks.com and click on the Want to Participate tab. Thanks so much for joining us. Toodles!